And here we go, we've got our first crew of the day working their way toward the dock. Taking it slow and easy, our guy's got a hand on the pole as they're going to try and bring it around. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting 79th Street. So our guy's off, got a line on the dock, and appear to be pretty good to roll right here, as our guy's going to pull it back over by the bimini top. And we've got... what is he doing? So he's walking it down toward the water, but typically when I see somebody do this, they're standing on the dock. And not this guy. He's going to walk it into the water. Why? So typically when you're doing something like this, you would grab your line, attach it to the vessel, get on the dock, up top on the dock, have your guy walk it or back it down, and then you just walk it from the dock back out. I don't know why our guy's in the water. Even one of our Black Point officers is walking over. You see what he's doing? He's basically telling him no too. Like, what are you doing, bro? So here we go, backing down again. What is he doing? Why is he in the drink? It doesn't make any sense. Now, how are you going to get back up to the dock? I can't make sense of it. I swear, sometimes you can't. So here we go. He's going to try and climb up. This is not going to work out in his favor, though. I see this all the time down here. Not this, but somebody trying to step up from there, and they're never able to get up. And here we go. Our officer sees it, and he's like, bro, are you high? I hate to say it that way, but man, what in the world is going on here? Though his buddy comes running back down, he's at least going to run down the dock and not into the water, so somebody's at least understanding the concept of what's supposed to happen. The officer's trying to grab the line. This one just is dumbfounding to me. I'm assuming, all I can assume on this one is this guy's never been on a boat. His buddy, it's his boat. He's invited his friend out. His friend's never been on a boat before, has no clue what's going on, and his buddy just didn't do a good enough job of explaining exactly what needed to happen here. And he took matters into his own hands and just decided that he was going to do it that way. We're going to go with that story because I don't know any other good excuse. But I'd love to hear your excuses. Let me know in the comments what you think was going on there. So they do at least finally have it launched. We got two lines on the dock. And our crew, I guess now, should be ready to head out and enjoy their day on the bay. So our next crew's coming in onto the dock. We've got a boat hook up at the front on the ready. One of my favorite tools out on a boat. If you don't have one and you own a boat, you are missing out. Because honestly, with this tool, all they got to do is get close enough within 10 foot of the dock, and she should be able to reach and grab and pull them over. That's the theory part of the process anyway. So here we are, they're close. For whatever reason, she's not going for the grab. Hubby's left the helm, gonna step off, and in doing so is gonna kick the boat back off. She gets a line over to him, and now we're struggling to get the second line. So he's got both, but in doing so, the bow is kicking out. Did he drop the second line? I can't tell. It looks like he did. Yep, so now they're trying to toss it. And he's like, give me the whole... the same thing. She's got a boat hook in her hand. He's like, just give me that. And he's telling her to push off the bottom with the pole, but she's going the wrong way. I mean, the easiest thing would be to stretch with the pole and give it back to him and have him pull you over. But he's the one who dropped the line. So she's trying to push him back over, but she's really kind of on the wrong side. She needs to be on the other side of the boat to do this. And the husband's trying to explain that. But there we go. Somebody's got a mid-cleat line for him. And he's going to be able to try and get him pulled over. And there we go. Finally, they are on the dock. Now, the boat hook, as I mentioned, one of my favorite tools out there on the water. They just didn't really use it correctly. But I mean, they were close enough. All she had to do was grab one of the poles with it and pull the boat over, and they would have been done. So our crew's beginning to pull out. And here we go. We've got a little dinghy coming in over on 5. So they come in a little hot. He bounces off the dock. Our guy's trying to hold on to the pole. And now he's going to go for that step that we talked about earlier. A little shorter over here. There we go. He gets it wrapped around the pole. And is able to get it climbed up. And they've got the dinghy loaded down with people and goods. And there we go. And this crew should be good to roll. And this one's not good. He started pulling out and we missed it, but he started dragging the skeg on the boat. And he forgot to trim up. Oh, maybe he didn't forget to trim up. Maybe he thought he did, but the trim is not working. Typically you can hear that though. When I trim a boat, typically, even with an inboard-outboard like this, you would hear that engine trim. It is not budging. And now, what do you do in this spot? So he's trying to assess the situation, scratching his head, which is exactly what I'd be doing with that as well. Let me know in the comments, what would you do if this was you? You start pulling out, all of a sudden realize you have no trim. And as we can tell, he kind of needs it. So he's playing with it, but not getting anywhere. It is not frickin' budging. I'm not familiar enough with this type of setup to know whether you can really manually trim something like this. Like an outboard, if I get a couple guys under, we might be able to get it up and get the mechanics locked down, which is not recommended. And I'm not telling you to do that because every owner's manual says not to, but I'm just saying in an emergency pinch you could. Here I have no clue. So he's opted to go ahead and pull out, and man, this is close. He's trying to take it easy so it doesn't bounce. It does not get much closer than that, but I don't know that that's going to make it home. Let me know in the comments. I mean, one curb, even the curb pulling out of here to get onto the main road onto 79th, I think he'll hit there. So this crew's coming in on approach, and of course we've got the grill in the way. They've decided to dock on the port side, leaving the grill in, and that always means that basically as they get that side up there, that grill's going to wind up hitting the dock. And she's trying to push off. She's sideways on the gunnel. And oh no, our crew, no way. Or what were you doing, guy who got in the water? Apparently their trip is over early today. So he's got the paddle out. And I don't like the standing up paddling. Standing up paddling in the bow like this, we're just asking for one of these guys to go in the water. So he's trying to get him over. His buddy's on the side sitting down paddling, so he's at least assisting. I mean, we know he's got no problem getting in the water. Man, that's a rough way to end the day, though. And they weren't out long. They were only gone for about 15-20 minutes. And I'm imagining they got 3 or 4 minutes out, and they've spent the last 17 minutes trying to get back in, if I had to guess. Now, whether it's mechanical, or they're out of fuel, or what, I have no clue. But here we go, as they're trying to get it onto the dock. But man, again, that just stinks. Rough way to end the day. So, let's see how he does about getting onto the dock. And he starts to pull it back around. They've got 2 lines on the ready at least. So they should be good to roll. There we go. He's going to jump up and kick off. With the 1 line, all his buddy's got to do is hand him the 2nd line. and this crew should be good and should be able to get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.